Hey everyone, welcome back. We're almost to the end of it. This is Gundam Seed episode 40. They're up in space, so let's see what happens. Oh yeah, ATHRUN's gonna go talk to his dad. See, that's so dumb though. It doesn't cut it. This is so weird the way they just sort of flow. I mean, I get it, but it's also like, it is a little distracting sometimes. I hate that he just says that. It's like, you understand, don't you? It's like, no, I that's literally why I'm asking the question. I don't understand. I like that I do like this one point that there's so much division now within Zaf. Croissant. Oh god. Croissant, what are you doing now? Okay. Oh my god, it is Andrew. What the heck, dude? So did she die? But Andrew's still alive? Dude, I can't believe he's still alive. That's so... Oh god, why? I know what they're trying to go for here and be like, oh, this like crazy reveal. And they're like, whoa, what? Doesn't work on me no more, alright? I'm not a child. It is just stupid though. Like, it's... Like, how did he survive? You know? And don't just... I don't know. I don't like being... Well, I don't think anyone likes being debated, but this is the problem, right? It's when you bring characters back to life so much that it's like, now death doesn't matter. It's like, okay, so, like, what is this? It's like the problem, like, sometimes in, like, you know, shows like Naruto and stuff. It's like, it's cool and, like, immortality and, you know, or shows that do something similar where it's like, alright, they're dead, but they got brought back to life and now they're going to fight again. And only temporarily, maybe, but it's just also, like, dumb because sometimes it's like, well, now you're just removing the gravity that death holds. Like, death is a huge thing that everyone could, you know, at some point relate to. Like, maybe a kid doesn't understand it fully, right? But we get the concept, at least. And as you get older, you know, people do die eventually that you know. And so then it becomes more real, right? But death is like one of the ultimate things in life that we just can't escape. It's inevitable. And then in anime, when they take death and they kind of don't make it as powerful, right? It just kind of sucks. Because it's like, alright, so he died, but now he's not dead. And because they're so advanced and they have all these things that can bring him back to life or bring him back from the brink of death, or they make him a test tube baby or something and just regrow him to be Andrew again, exactly as he was. I don't know. But it just takes away from the power that death holds in a story, right? Because it is a good, like, point to make. And you have to have some kind of consequence for every action, right? It's not good to know that someone's always going to win. Solo leveling. Alright, typical power fantasy. Is there any moment in that you feel like that Sun Jin Woo is going to lose? Other than the very beginning. It's exciting and the action's cool, but when you start thinking about it, and I'm not excited to be like, you know, over and over again, oh, here's the next big battle. Oh, look how powerful this guy is. It's like, well, no, I know Sun Jin Woo's just going to crush him because he's so powerful. Like, he never loses, and that's just... It just gets boring to watch eventually, you know? I'm not saying, like, solo leveling is bad, and I enjoyed it. Like, I read it. I haven't watched it yet. Someday. I thought about reacting to it. But, you know, I enjoyed it, and it's good. It's like one of those turn your brain off kind of shows that you just enjoy, and you're just like, whoa, that's cool. There's no substance to it, though. Because death now holds no power in that show. Like, I'm not ever afraid of Sun Jin Woo dying. you know, fear is like a huge thing, like that should be some kind of plot. Like the main character should have a fear of something, right? And they might be afraid of the world ending or their companions dying. However, if they're so powerful that they could just eliminate all the problems, then no, that fear doesn't exist almost. It's just almost artificial to the point that it's like, well, I mean, I don't believe it because now it doesn't exist. Oh, what is that? So... Oh. Oh, shoot. So that information he isn't supposed to have. See, that's what was confusing me a little bit, because Zala was saying like, oh, I got that information from Croissant. I was like, oh, so that scene before was Croissant getting information from him? No, 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 no. They almost tricked me again. Go back. Kira is like, he's just like, ATHRUN, we need to sleep together still. Please don't die. See, these are the conversations in anime where I'm just like, yeah, there's no way anybody talks like this. Like, I would not just go up to my friend that I'm like, you cannot die yet, okay? He's like, oh, Sam. Oh, is that where his dad's at? Jack and Do? Jachin? Genesis, what is this? Oh, you got information. Oh my god, calm down. I know that they're doing this to kind of give ATHRUN some closure for his dad, but it's also like a really dumb move. You know, like it's stupid to be like, oh look, I'm just gonna go talk to him. It's like, well, he has no reason to just release you. Like, is he gonna escape and get past all these people? I will say what I do like is that they're finally kind of exploring that dynamic between his dad and ATHRUN, because it was something that was touched upon when we first got introduced to his dad, but they didn't really build on it. So that's also part of my problem here. And Lack is just saying like, oh, are you just a puppeteer of dad? And I was like, where's this coming from? Like, he hasn't really acted like that. There's very small moments, but I don't think there's enough. Like, again, I've mentioned this in the story, like, right, it's not... There's some things that are just not fleshed out enough, and then there's other things that are just too fleshed out that it's, like, not even necessary. And, like, you know, I enjoy the action stuff. It's cool and whatnot, but there's definitely a lot of wasted space, I feel like, when they could have just added more dialogue. But at the time this was made, I do understand that probably wasn't the mentality behind creating an anime, especially a mecha, right? Because they're like, no, we don't want that. I don't love you anymore. Really? That's what you're...
俺たちは一体いつまで戦い続けなければならないんですか。何を言っておる。そんなことより命じられた任務をどうしたのだ。報告をしろ。俺はどうしても一度ちゃんと父上にそれをお聞きしたくて。
That's really why he came? That's it? He's just like, ATHRUN! It's so weird. It's not done very well, I feel like, this conversation. I feel like I'm going to be disappointed. Like, one, it's like, where is it? It would have just been stronger if he just said something else instead of being like, what is the reason for... Like, don't just answer this, like, weird question. Just be like, yeah, I don't even care about that. Like, maybe say something else. I don't know. Not the strongest conversation or dialogue, I should say. What? Oh, Lacus might help ATHRUN escape. Which is also just like, if that happens, then ATHRUN was really stupid for even coming there. What does that mean?
ビクトリア。撃たれては打ち返し、打ち返してはまた撃たれ、今や戦火は広がるばかりです。一体どこでそんな馬鹿げた考えを吹き込まれてきた。
Okay, alright, we're in somewhere now.
ラクスクラインにでもたぶらかされおってな。そうして力と力でただぶつかり合って、それで本当にこの戦争が終わると父上は本気でお考えなのですか。終わるさ。ナチュラルどもが全て滅びれば戦争は終わる。返答によってはお前とて許さんぞ。父上、本気でおっしゃってるんですか。ナチュラルを全て滅ぼすと。これはそのための戦争だ。我らは
Damn.
そのために戦っているんだぞ。
Okay.
それさ忘れたか。お前は。
Damn. Whoa! What is he doing? Bro, what the fuck? Like, I didn't feel like he was a good father to begin with, but this is like a new level. I like this, but it's also just sometimes it just comes out of left field completely, because they didn't build up to it at all. It was just immediately like, he's just like, you're not answering the original question I gave you and I don't like it. Ah! And I'm like, what kind of escalation is this? Like, it's kind of weird that he's just not emotionally mature, I guess. I don't know. As a control thing. I do understand what, like, is happening. It's partly because, you know, I hate this because I have to explain myself because then people get mad. I'm like, well, it's not explained in the show. Like, they don't show it in the show. So I know what's happening, but there's a lot of, I have to, like, infer on a lot of things, which is dumb because I don't think that's how it should be. Some things I think you don't need to be told, but there's other parts that, like, you're just reaching now, kind of, because they don't give you enough. Like, I can't say that, like, oh, he's so affected by the trauma of his mother's death, of ATHRUN's mom's death, that now he's gone off the deep end and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's kind of hinted at, and you could maybe say that, but he doesn't really show that. He's never really shown that it's because the mom died. You know, like, he just hates naturals. He's probably just Genus from the beginning. Like, this deep hatred of the naturals has probably been rooted in him, right? But I even can't say that. Because it's like, well, I don't know. Like, it never... We don't get a backstory on this guy, right? But I do understand what's going on here, that, you know, he's lashing out because ATHRUN has been acting more of a soldier, and he's kind of a control freak a little bit. And, you know, like the typical military father kind of type figure that's, you know, even militaristic in his own home and acts more of like a kind of dictator in his own home, right? Very authoritarian to the point that it affects his personal, like, connections with people. And any disobedience to that, he starts, you know, like, going off the rails and sees it as, like, treason almost, in his mind, probably. Probably somewhat psychotic is what he is, honestly. He's like, fine, do it. What is happening? What the hell? Dang, he doesn't even care about his own son. I mean, I kind of already knew that, but... I mean, I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. Alright, so Lacus is going to get him out. So he came there to just ask his dad that question. For what? Like, maybe because he needed to know, like, make a clear decision of whether he wanted to fight against his dad or not. I guess, but there could have been a better way to do that. I don't know why he didn't just... What? This is the future, right? And they have the technology to call people. I mean, I get maybe not exposing their position, but then he could have just flown out somewhere far away and then just made the call, right? And asked him. Probably would have gotten the same exact, like, response without getting shot from him. I don't know. I mean, I guess it was to make it more tense, but it's also just... It just is dumb, because it's like, so if Lacus's people don't help save him, ATHRUN would have just been out of the anime. Like, honestly. Because, like, I don't think they're going to attack the plants, like, the main base of the plants anytime soon, right? You know? I feel like it will happen eventually. Maybe, like, season 2. I don't know. But I don't know if that'll happen here in this season. It'd be a lot, because after the plants get, like, attacked, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, dang. Oh my god. It finally showed his face. Oh, dang. Wait, Andrew's not with Lacus' faction, is she? Oh my god! Andrew is with Lacus. I did not see that coming. I mean, I literally just kind of said it, but I was like, I don't understand this. Because it seemed like that order he gave was a hint to something? I don't know. I kind of like this, though, because I like Andrew. And, I mean, Kira and team definitely need more assistance with what they're trying to do. Dang, so now everyone's just, you know, betraying Zala. Now he's going to have even worse trust issues. At some point, they're going to have to kill him because he's too far gone as a leader to, like, negotiate with. He probably had this, like, plan in motion for a long time. Dang. Oh my god. This is actually really cool. I do like seeing Lacus being in charge. It's kind of hot. I can't wait till Kira interacts with Andrew. He's gonna be like, "Oh, what?" See, that's what I was wondering, because Andrew's, the way he was talking, it made it seem like he was also kind of like not for the war, right? Or the reasons behind it. But then, like, did he do that whole battle so that he could die? I'm having a problem with why people do the things they do in this show. It doesn't make sense. Their motivations are so weird. And it doesn't, I don't know. Some of it does, but others are just like, okay, this is just kind of poorly put together sometimes. I mean, that's a hard thing, because it's like, she's asking them to do this, but if they don't, then they're going to be seen as traitors and then court-martialed or fucking killed, you know? I mean, come on. Like, that's... I get what she's doing, but it's also... Like, she's not also thinking about their own position, that it's... Even if they do let her go, right, and she's just using it as, like, a thing to kind of get by, she's inadvertently killing them in another way. Like, she's gonna just get them killed. Because I knew he was about to come save the day. Boom. Here in the open channel. This is pretty badass though. Every time I see that attack, it's like, I don't understand it, because it's just, he will have multiple targets that are definitely outnumbering 6, but all I see are like 6 cannons. Maybe there's 8, but still there'd be more than 8 targets, and just go, and it just goes straight. I'm like, okay, these are all pointing in the same direction, roughly. Like, come on. Have them go different areas, or slightly, like, pointed out. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. He's probably been like, oh. Okay, now back to Mendel. I wonder if something's gonna happen. Oh wait, no, they just made it. Oh, okay, so we just skipped over that whole introduction with Andrew. Hey, man, I didn't do shit. What are you talking about? What? Oh, now she's finally showing some emotion about that. I thought it was kind of weird. I was like, oh my gosh. But she was probably just in the moment. She's like, I can't show the emotion right now. Like, we have too much going on, and I can't afford to feel that. Which does happen in very stressful, like, moments. Everyone deals with it differently, right? And some people are way better at holding those in, especially in very stressful moments, like when you just need to survive, right? Like in war, specifically, let's say. But I do like that they're showing this, because I was like, okay, good. She isn't just a robot. Unless she's lying. Unless she's faking her emotions. Alright guys, well that was it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you smash like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. As you know, I always enjoy reading you guys' comments. And make sure to check out the Patreon. Got completely uncut content over there of every episode of Gundam Seed, as well as some other series that we got over there. But yeah, that was pretty wild, and I can't wait to see what happens in the next one. And if you can't either, make sure to turn on that notification bell so you get notified on when the next episode drops. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.